My name is Jalen Barner. I'm the assistant basketball coach at John Paul II.
Here with Coach Jalen, and how you feeling right now?
I'm excited, especially with this being my first year coaching.
So, coming back from player to assistant coach now, like you showed the separation between those two. You ever get those moments where you're like, oh, man, I need to get on the court and show these guys how to do it.
Yeah.
Hey, wait a minute, I'm a coach now. You ever get those emotions right there?
Yeah, but we've also had our moments to where we've got out on the court and we show them how it's done. So yeah, we definitely had those moments. But yeah, there's also often times where I do want to get out there a little bit, which I still can, but I more so like to just stay on the side of coaching now.
So coming into practices, what kind of ethic, what kind of work ethic, what kind of environment are you bringing here to these players? Because again, being a first year coach, sometimes your mind races a lot faster, and it's similar to what they go through on the court. So what kind of work ethic do you bring to them in practice?
I try to be as detailed as possible. So even though this is my first year coaching a team, I have the background of being a skills trainer. I've been doing that for about 4 or 5 years now. And I feel like on the skills side of basketball, it's very important to be detailed in order to evolve and improve. So that's one thing that I value. So I figured this would be a trait that I could bring over here to this team since I have the experience with it.
As an assistant, because I've been through head coaching, I've been an assistant as well, and more times as an assistant, I've always had that mentality of this head coach he has to do what he has to do. He doesn't have time to look at everybody on the bench, look at everything on the court, whatever. Do you ever see times where players are down themselves, or you feel like, you know what, I've got to go to this player, pull him off the side, talk to him. Head coach isn't going to really get there to him. It's got to be me. Have you ever had those moments so far this year?
Yeah, for sure. Especially when I've seen players in shooting slumps, and it's written all over their face and their body language. And like you said, the head coach is the overseer of everything. So they got to make sure that they're maintaining the continuity of the team. So I like to pull players aside, maybe just give them a quick pep talk, quick encouragement, quick tools that they can use in order to get themselves back on track. Especially with those players that may not be the most dominant or stars of the team, but they're still impactful.
Yeah. What impression are you wanting to leave on these kids being as your first year?
Being consistent. So one thing that I've held very valuable to my life is just remaining consistent throughout everything. So ups and downs, still showing up and being the same. Not letting external things dictate what you do on the court. So just being steady and consistent overall.
So heading into this playoff run, I talked to a couple of the players earlier. We mentioned about being under the radar a little bit. As a coach, does that mindset have anything different for you guys?
Not really. I'm kind of used to being under the radar in a sense, because coming from a small school like Cole, obviously we had Shaq go to that school, but we also had to build a name for ourselves because that was 30 years ago. So I'm kind of used to flying under the radar and experiencing that a little bit. So it's nothing that I haven't seen before that way.
Staying grounded as an assistant coach, it's an exciting season. I mean, you got a great record. You got a whole lot of high expectations coming in here. Do you have to stay as grounded more so for the players, basically? Because as mentioned before, a lot of the players, they're riding high.
Yeah.
But as a coach, you've got to be like, guys, we got to come back down. There's a reason why we're here.
Yeah.
We got a lot of business to go. You got to stay grounded as they do, or you got to be even more grounded?
I would say even more, because I think players run off the coach. So if I'm not at their level, I need to be higher than them so that way they can lift up to my level. So yeah, if I remain even more grounded than them, I feel like that they'll reciprocate that a little bit better.